So yeah, before we started, we were talking about impound accounts, and you said you believe setting up an impound account for a refinance loan should be ignored um, when evaluating the benefits of a refinance. And I'm just curious why that is.
Well, it's a good question, and it's something that I end up talking to homeowners about all the time when they're evaluating a refinance. And it goes back to we had done an earlier segment on our program where I talked about closing costs and trying to identify what the true cost of getting a loan is, and that's whether it's a purchase or a refinance. And I tried to distinguish between what we call non-recurring costs, which those are ones that are what I call third-party fee-based costs for services provided by service providers, such as appraisers and credit report companies, escrow and title companies. And then you have your recurring costs, which are limited to prorated interest on the new mortgage you're going to get, and then funds that you have to put up for either homeowners insurance and actually not or homeowners insurance and taxes. And so when you're looking at a refi, you can get a little bit of a head fake because when you see a worksheet, like if we send you a worksheet to give you all the numbers, or if you get an actual loan estimate after we've registered your loan and it's sent to you to be signed, both the non-recurring costs and the recurring costs are lumped together and are called generically closing costs. And so many borrowers will look at that total number, which can be quite large, and say, wait a minute, this refinance is costing me too much because it says it's going to cost me $10,000 to refinance that loan. Well, when you dig deeper, what you find and what I help people realize and show them is that closing cost number in a lot of cases, particularly this time of year, more than half of that number is not third-party fee-based costs at all. It's what I would call, and what we tend to call in the industry, advance funds that have to be provided to set up the impound account for the new loan that you're refinancing into. And so when you realize that, then that changes your perspective as to how much that refinance transaction is really costing you. And then I think once you grasp that, then you realize is that impound account really should not be a factor in evaluating whether or not to do the refi.